Okay, welcome back. So, we will be building a quiz today. We're going to be learning accessibility by building a quiz. And the picture of it was kind of in the other one. So, hopefully, you've seen it. If you're on this part, you know exactly what we're doing here. All right, let's get to coding. Welcome to the first part of the accessibility quiz. As you are becoming a seasoned HTML and CSS developer, we have started you off with a basic boilerplate. Start this accessibility journey by providing a language attribute to your HTML element, okay? And then this will assist screens reading in identifying the language of the page. You guys, to be honest with you, I actually forgot how to do this. Is it class equals language? I don't know if that's a class. I don't think it's right, but we'll see. Let's see. Oh, so the language equals in. Okay, let's not forget that, you guys. That goes on every single one of them, and I just forgot it. So, it's a lot of stuff to remember. This is also something to remember. Link rel style sheet, and then within the link still is href styles.css. All right, you may be familiar with the meta element already. It is used to specify information about the page, such as the title, description, keywords, and author. Give your page a meta element with the appropriate char set value. The char set attribute specifies the character encoding of the page, and nowadays UTF-8 is the only encoding supported by most browsers. All right, give your page a meta element with an appropriate char set value. Where do you give that at? I forgot again. Oh, no. Meta, okay, char sets equals UTF-8. I think that's it. So we need to remember these, you guys, all of that. And it goes in the head. All right, continuing with the meta elements of viewport definition tells the browser how to render the page, including one better visual accessibility on mobile and improves SEO, search engine optimization. Add a viewpoint definition with a content attribute detailing the width and initial scale of the page. Okay, you guys, let's write this code here. What do we got? Add a viewport, I'm sorry, with a content attribute. Ooh, y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. Detailing the width and initial scale of the page. Lord have mercy. Help. You should create another meta element in the head. Well, thank you, because content with initial scale. I mean, is that what you want? You should give the meta a name attribute of viewpoint. Oh, name. Is this it? You should give the meta a content attribute of initial scale equals 1. Where did that come from? Hmm. Guys, I'm struggling big time. What? I ain't never seen nothing like this. I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of this because this was crazy. You telling me you got went and then you got equals device with that? Oh my gosh, this is too much. Let me take a screenshot so that I will always remember this and email it to myself. That's what I do, you guys. All right, we got through that one. So we're gonna study that one later. Let's keep moving. All right, another important meta element for accessibility and SEO is the description definition. The value of the content attribute is used by search engines to provide a description of your page. Man, we add another meta element, okay, with the name description. Give it a useful content attribute. I don't know what it is. Give your meta a name attribute of description. I think it's like, oh gosh, no, what? Did I just delete all of that? What happened? Oh. Meta equals description. And then we're gonna try content. You should give the meta a name attribute of description. So it is like this, but where does content come from? We have to Google this, you guys. How am I getting tripped up on the very first part? They don't have description in here. You should give the meta a name attribute of description. You should give the meta a content attribute. I mean, you should add a new meta element to the head. I did. Oh, I guess I can't see it. I am messing up, you guys, so big time. I'm gonna have to put y'all on pause to find the answer. Here we go. Okay, you guys, so this was the code here. We had to think up our own description. So this is used to kind of tell people what it's about when they're searching. So the content, I had to make up quiz my own self because that's what this is, a quiz. So they said to come up with some useful content. And what I did was I just Googled all of these things to try to figure out what is this all about. And everything was saying that the meta description is like telling what the web page is all about. So that's what I made up, and I'm proud of myself. Okay, step 5. Lastly, in the head, the title element is useful for screen readers to understand the content of the page. Furthermore, it is an important part of the SEO. Give your title that is descriptive and concise. Title. What are we giving it? Accessibility by building a quiz. That's my title. I mean, because that's what it says that this is up here. So their free code camp is awesome. They're trying to make us think out of our own minds instead of always them telling us what to put and things like that. So it's the same thing for when we start our own situation. Navigation is a core part of accessibility, and screen readers rely on you to provide the structure of your page. This is accomplished with semantic HTML elements. Add a header and a main element to your page. The header elements will be used to introduce the page as well as provide navigation menu. The main element will contain the core content of your page. Okay. What? Add a header and a main element to your page. The header element will be used to introduce the page as well as provide the navigation menu. The main element will contain the core content. I did. You should add main element to the body. Oh my gosh, I totally did that. What? I don't get it, you guys. I did add it to the body. Oh, so header needs to be up here. Main is just by itself. Like, I see. All right, within the header, provide context about the page by nesting one image, H1 and nav element. The image should point to that and have an ID of logo. The H1 should contain the text, HTML, CSS quiz. This is a lot of info, you guys. Can we handle it? Within the header, provide the context about the page by nesting one image. You guys, why isn't the image coming up? I obviously got it wrong. Did I forget that quick? Oh, it's source. Goodness. How do you put nav in there? Why do you put that? I don't even get it. I don't even think they're asking the same question as me. Okay, hold on now. Let me see. Oh, there you go. Let me just copy this and go over here. Because, I mean, it's really easy to do. Okay. Let me just have eyes on this really quick because I see no picture. Okay, first and foremost. Within the header, provide context about the page by nesting one image. Okay, we did that. H1 and nav element. So it was just back to back. They wanted us to do this. The image should have that and have an ID of logo. All right, I'm proud of myself for doing that. The H1 should contain the text that, okay? And then we have the nav, which is standing alone. So let's see what they want us to do with that. A useful property of an SVG scalable vector graphics is that it contains a path attribute, which allows the image to be scaled without affecting the resolution of the resultant image. Currently, the image is assuming its default size, which is too large. Got it. Correctly. Scale the image using its ID as a selector and setting the width to, okay, so what is its ID? ID, it's, we have to go back to HTML to figure out what it is, I guess. Its ID, it is a logo. Maybe we just do ID. Right? Let's try it. It's not a class. So we're just gonna do ID. Dang it, I knew it. It was trying to give us a hint. Logo. That is the ID. It's called logo. Okay. As described in the Free Code Camp Style Guide, the logo should retain an aspect ratio of 35:4 and have padding around the text. First, change the background color to so you can see the logo. Then use the aspect ratio property to set the desired aspect ratio to. All right, let's go one step at a time with this. Background color. Okay, and then oh, look at that. Okay. Wow. So that was the picture. It was a picture of Free Code Camp. Make the header take up the full width of its parent container. Set its height to 50 px and set the background color to, okay, let's go one at a time here. Make the header take up the full width of its parent container. Are we within the header? I'm not so sure. I don't think we are. I think they want us to do it by ourselves. It's like they're not telling us anything. So let's go ahead and do that, you guys. There we go. Hmm. Width of 100. Does it say that here? It does not. Where'd they get that from? I guess this is called Flex, not Flexbox. Okay. Change the H1 font color to, and set the font size to, okay. Hmm. Oh, yeah, it's never font color. It's always this color. Okay. Okay. Starting to look nice. Let me just remove this real quick. Oh, well, we know the font size is a little bigger. Step 12, everybody. To enable navigation on the page, add an unordered list with the following 3 list items. Uh-oh, we get to try it. The list items text should be wrapped in anchor tags. Anchor tags? Anchor tag. Well, that's what I did at first, but you told me to. Oh, put it inside the. I don't get it. You should nest one UL element inside the nav. Just one? Oh, okay. Got it. I have forgot how to do this. And they just brought me back to reality. Okay. So it's basically unordered list, then list items like that. You should nest one A element inside each list element. That's what I don't get. A? What does that do for the thing? I wonder what this does. I see it nowhere. Okay, you guys, just hold on real quick because I need to Google what does anchor tags do in HTML. Somebody please tell me. The anchor element with its, it creates a hyperlink to web pages, files. Okay. So it's probably going to make info, HTML, CSS hyperlinks later. That makes sense. Target unordered lists within nav elements and use flexbox to evenly space the children. Target unordered list elements, which is within nav elements and use flexbox. Ooh, they're not telling us anything. How do you like that, you guys? We are kind of like on our own. To evenly space them out? I don't know how to do that. Evenly space them? Oh. All right, let's look what we did before. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. You should use nav. I was close, wasn't I? Yes, I was. You should give the nav elements a display flex. Okay. So we have to remember this, you guys. Display flex is what evenly distributes. Oh my gosh, elements of justify. You should give the nav UL elements a justified content of space evenly. Justify content space evenly. Why can't we see anything, you guys? Are you picking up on that? We don't see nothing. I guess it's all in due time, right? All right, let's keep it going here. Okay, as this is a quiz, you will need a form for users to submit answers. You can semantically separate the content within the form using section elements. Within the main element, create a form with 3 nested section elements. Then make the form submit to using the correct method. All right, with the main element, create a form with 3 nested section elements. I think I'm doing it right. I hope so, you guys. Are you guys coding with me? Oh. Okay. Make the form submit to. You should give the action attribute. Oh. Now, how was I supposed to know that? Okay, you guys, this is a lot here. So we got all these sections in here. Okay. Form, action. So this is what we want this form to go to when people submit it to. It needs to go to freecodecamp.org, practice, project, accessibility quiz. The method is post. That's the part I don't get. What is a method? So I'm going to Google that because I don't like to just code things and not even know. Post is used to send data to a server to create, update a resource. The data sent to the server with post is stored in the request body of the HTTP request. Post test demo. Okay. So we need action and we also need method post. To increase the page accessibility, the role attribute can be used to indicate the purpose behind an element on the page. To assistive technologies, the role attribute is part of the web accessibility and accepts present values. Give each section elements the region role. I wonder what the region role is. Every region role requires a visible label, which should be referenced by the area label by attribute. To the section elements, give the following area labeled by attributes. Student info, HTML questions, CSS questions. Then within each section element, nest one H2 element with an ID matching the corresponding area label attribute. Give each H2 suitable text content.